What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to Civilization 6 as the Mayans. We are getting towards victory. Pretty guaranteed now, but yeah, we might try and trigger the apocalypse mode. Once this episode's done, I should actually have some time to just check if there has been any comments. I'm recording this one straight after the previous one, so I can't, but may have messed that up a little bit. I hope that 20% production was everywhere, but should be fine. At this point, I'm trying to do a culture victory. I'm doing everything in my power. It's almost a competition between myself, basically. That's how I'm going to describe this. It's me going for a culture victory, but the ticking timer in the background is actually the science victory that we're probably going to achieve first anyway. So I guess that's the way I'd look at it. It's great engineers survive, so maybe it's 20% production in each industrial zone. So I've put one into Cal. Some of the key cities I'll be building spaceports in. But yeah, this shouldn't take too long, and we complete the Orsha Gaz, another culture-focused wonder. So we're getting through these wonders nicely. We're stealing up all the culture and tourism-related ones. We've got Broadway on the way as well, and that should hopefully give us plenty of great work slots, among other things, to try and compete. Oh, we did not win this. We attempted it. But yeah, we didn't unlock any awards, but never mind. At least we didn't have minus 2,000 points. I assume they are invading, while there is also a natural disaster. Being opportunistic is, I think, the word for that one. 20% production towards space race. I assume that's in this city then, right? Boom, and now he's gone. So these two cities, well, actually, this one I think is Tikal's. I might be wrong. There's two next to each other. Now this episode might be like a minute shorter than normal, or a couple, just because the last one ran over a bit, but don't worry. All of these tiles have a yield of at least 7 in something. That is absurd. I'll try to stick it over there, but that will be our first spaceport. But yeah, it is basically a race against ourselves. No one else is even close at this point. There's not someone catching us. We're getting further and further ahead, so I think it's just a race between me winning a science victory and me winning a cultural victory. So we'll just see what happens, and obviously then I'll probably try and ramp up the oil, but actually I don't have any oil. I want to see the apocalypse mode, but I don't actually have the oil. I could do it with coal, I guess. You know what, let's do it. Let's add in an extra level of thrill, right? Coal power plant. I can't afford any more. That was short-lived. We have one coal power plant. Whoa, last time we only had access to one policy ideology. Now there's like hundreds of them. Right, nuclear program we don't need. Democracy, fascism, communism. Now ours is a bit messed up because I added some extra policy slots through wonders. As you can see, we're actually not filling them somehow. So 1322, but I think it should be 1311 is what it initially was, or maybe even 12111. I don't know. I think we definitely have. Big Ben gave us an extra economic one. We got an extra diplomatic and an extra wildcard one, or I might be wrong. Maybe we already had the extra diplomatic policy. But I'll be going down the middle route, I think, here. Actually, I mean, we could just go democracy, to be honest. We don't really have a military, and to be honest, no one else does. This has been a weird game. Canada does, but they can't get to us, so we're all good. Must be built. There's no like cultural benefit to that. Sydney Opera House, 8 culture, great musician points, and great work slots of music. Let's stick that in the C, that will be perfect. 29 turns, I've got no idea if it'll even be what will be going on. Open borders with all city-states and 4 influence points towards envoys. That sounds fantastic. Is there any policies for extra tourism? From great works of art and artifacts. Let's put that in over our production to builders. I know I need builders, but like the production's 1 turn anyway, so 30% is actually nothing. Like the 2 turns even doesn't really make a difference. We're getting the extra aluminium and oil. Not that we have any oil. I think that's fine. Great artist and great writer points. There we go. That looks good to me. Tourism is now up to 200. Oh no, that's diplomatic favour. Okay, got carried away. Don't worry. But tourism is up to 192, nearly at 200, but it is definitely above where it was at 170 and 120 at the start of last episode. So a massive increase. We must be starting to tick this up. Like, it's getting a bit ridiculous, but we are starting to bring in some of these nations to it. Now, I've heard I've not heard. It was implied by reading through some of those things that is Broadway. Why? It looks like it looks more like a spaceport than a Broadway. the open borders would help. So who do we like who would give us open borders? Mr. Teddy. Hello. Would you like... What is that? Oh, that's toys. Oh, I was like, what on earth is that? We can't open our borders. I would accept this gift. Have I already given you open borders? What? I'm so confused. Never mind. I mean, I guess if we give it to them, that's still right. Good. Have it as a gift. I mean, that's still allow. I mean, I don't think the game will work like this, but it is an opportunity for his people to now come for free to our country. So that's pretty good. And Canada as well. Hey, Canada. Do you want to be friends? Oh, yes. Nice. Fine. No one's been accepting that the whole time. Cultural alliance with Canada. Now, we're not actually trading with Canada, but I don't know. It sounds good, doesn't it? Make deal. I think as an alliance, we already have open borders, if I'm not mistaken. Do you want to sell me some of this? No? Okay. Just trying. Don't know why the resources got put in there, but there we go. So yeah, the problem is everyone else now hates us, so it's not going as well. But there we go. Open borders with Canada. I'll try and get an alliance with the US as well, although it looks like... Actually, we have one with the Incans. Ah. So we do have some open borders agreements, which might help a little bit. I don't really know, but it's hard to tell. This is a very confusing screen. I mean, we have 33 out of 180, so we need less than everyone else, and we are also... I assume we need it to hit 180 to win, not... I don't know. Who knows? I'm sure there'll be some amazing comments from you guys explaining it all to me. Well, of course, I'm a little bit ahead. Just doesn't really help all the time. Not when I don't know what I'm doing. Send envoys. Right. The Vatican. That sounds like one you should have an envoy at. I would like to be... Is there any benefit from being the suzerain over the normal stuff? Gain 1 diplomatic favour. Your builder units may improve city-state tiles. City-state follows you into war and peace. C3 tiles around. Can pay gold to temporarily take control. Wheat and diamonds. Okay. Is there anyone with oil? Age-old argument. It's not that I even need it. That faith and tourism I saw came up for one of these. Tourism from faith once flight is discovered. Oh my goodness, 5 envoys in one go. Well, yeah, let's see if we can get suzerainship. Probably not. I feel like there'd probably been someone else pretty... Oh no, we did just become the suzerain. So we can build colossal heads, which we don't, but we now get tourism from faith once flight is discovered. Not faith. I caught it just in the end. Don't know what that's going to lead to. I assume it's not going to grant us 54 tourism per turn, but you never know. When it changes, we might do. But it doesn't look like it. Got my hopes up. Right, here we go. Let's get this. Democracy. Mayan democracy. 3 more era score. We very nearly avoided another Dark Age. We've only got 2 extra new slots to fill. I can put the production to builders back in, assuming there's nothing tourism related in there. No. And then establish governors. No, I thought I was going to give more promotions. And then finally, I guess we could diplomatic. Governors provide 2 loyalty. 1 gold from each of your envoys. Pretty good. We have a load of gold though. Science, culture, and faith from each city-state. You're the suzerain. That sounds pretty good. We'll throw that in there. Build a farm. Civic, right. Class struggle, no. Right, we can skip these now, right? Unless there's 2 culture and gold. That's nice, but I don't think it's necessary. From research labs, we don't have most of those things. So we can skip like these 3. And move on towards Cold War, maybe? Production. Bonus emit tourism if the popular... Oh, a stadium. That would be nice. The Maracanã in there as well. Aquatic centre, ski resorts. Lots of cool things. I'm not sure we can build many of them. Although the ski resorts can make snow in this game appear anywhere, so I don't think it matters too much. just shows up out of nowhere. On top of like a mountain in the desert, so you never know. So our sea walls have mostly been built. I need to build one in Tikal, I think, if it will let me. Just obviously waiting for Broadway to be complete. But yeah, a lot of our coastline is now protected by a seawall, which is good news. And to be fair, this city, if a couple of tiles are inundated, I was going to say they would be okay. Not really, all of these are districts or resources, but even the resources, like these yields from the coastal tiles are really not bad, so not the end of the world. But yeah, like I said, at the moment it is just it's a race against myself. What sort of victory type do we get? I want to achieve culture, but I'm going to go all out to get the science victory at the same time. And then, whichever one wins. I think that should spice it up a little bit. If not, I can understand people not wanting to watch anymore and it getting a bit boring. Why would you want to watch someone who's been winning for like 5 episodes continue to win? Especially in a non-conquering one, when it's a snowballing TSL game, that's fun. But we do need to spice it up, so I'm excited. We need to try and win a cultural victory ASAP. The tourism did not increase, so I'm not sure what exactly that meant by faith from tourism, but it doesn't matter too much. Must occupy a district with some space. Head up here. Can we buy any more great people? 1,000 gold for a great merchant. That is quite funny, because I don't have that much. I nearly have enough. 8k, 37,000 gold for the next great general. That is absurd. Why is it so high? Right, we could buy a great artist with our 670 faith, which I will go ahead and take the opportunity to do so. I always have these weird periods where I have the builders running around and I'm waiting for the desert storm to hit again. And then when that happens, I've not got enough builders and I complain. There is so many. Oh my goodness, look at those food yields. 8, 9, 9, 8, 7, 7, 5, 6, 3, 5. This is ridiculous. Units gain a promotion. Doesn't matter too much to me. Ban the production of buildings of this type. Nuclear power plant. Let's force them to use oil and coal so we can see the apocalypse mode. Yeah, we can see what happens when we reach the full climate emergency. That'd be quite interesting. And then chosen player gains 2. Vote for me. I've got extra votes. I don't really know what to put them on. I might just steal the diplomatic victory points. Hopefully no one else will get them then. That was only half our points anyway. But we don't want someone sneaking up there. I haven't actually seen how close anyone is. I think someone's about halfway. No, it's very difficult. If you want to win a diplomatic victory, my advice from experience is and obviously my advice is not great, but is that the aid requests are probably the best way, because you get those 2 bonus points. You just have to beat everyone else, because obviously if you're relying on the voting, you are gonna have time. Like when you get close, they do just like destroy you. That is the simple sad reality. They will always team up to minus for you. I don't know if they've really thought of that as the AI. Like, you have to definitely get yourself over the line using aid request. It's what I did in my diplomatic victory. I have one, which is very surprising. I have 2 now. One in Civ 5, one in Civ 6. So I'm very proud of those. Especially the Civ 5 one. That was a very recent series if you are interested. I won't spoil it, but it was pretty recent. I'm sure you can work out which one it might have been. It's just a regular game as a pretty cool Civ. So yeah, if you want to check that out. Right, we have completed some spaceship stuff, which is always fun. And we are pushing 219 tourism now. It is looking good. I think the great musician is on their way. I might be wrong, but I would hope so. Research, right, where is the next sort of part? There is a real gaps opening between everyone and us at the top here. Right, where is the next spaceship part? I think it's quite far away. Yeah, it looks pretty far in the future. There's Mars colony. Yeah, there's still quite a way to go actually, but let's start with this. It's boosted. Build an oil well. It's just taunting me. Like, it knows we don't have any oil. How do I work these shipwrecks? Can send an archaeologist. Okay, I'm going to do that. I would normally never do this, but how do I get an archaeologist is the next big question. They're not here. My trader, builder, settler. Are they like... No, spies there. Do you need an archaeological museum to build the... Oh, we might have screwed ourselves. Okay, fair enough. Can build a tank. Should be pretty cool. Be like the world's strongest unit, but it would consume 1 oil per turn, so it would basically be ineffective after 5 turns. Let's not do that. Those tiles are too good. Just do the theatre squares thing. That's fine. But that will be it for this episode. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. The next few episodes will be pretty big. But there we go. Victory's back up for the culture, and hopefully we can get it even higher. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. Okay, let's quickly get an alliance with America before I forget. Friendship. Can't say no to that. Nice. Military. Because America probably doesn't have a strong military, but it sounds good, doesn't it? And the Inca, who currently have no military at all. Economic alliance, because we're trading with each other. Sounds like a good idea. That would be open borders with all three. Maybe just promote the culture victory a bit more. But thank you so much for watching. As always, if you have enjoyed, be sure to leave a like and a comment down below. Be sure to subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.